These are not the end result you wanted, but when you look back at the regular season, this is different than the last couple of years where it felt like it was more of a sneak into the playoffs. This year, it looked like an expectation throughout.
Yeah, that was, again, when we'd sit there back in, when was it, October, whatever it is, and that's one of the goals we have on our list, right, to have an opportunity in playoffs. And like I say, the season was kind of like this, as every season is, but we put everything together at the right time. Like, bad result here, but I liked the way we competed in the second half. They reminded us very quickly what it's going to take for the next level and the next week. And that's a great thing about our group, is that right now we got a next week. So we'll take that next lesson and know that we got to show up on time, and we got to play to a level like that, because that second half was playoff lacrosse. Like, you're dealing with that intensity, you're dealing with that hate, right? And tonight we had to battle two teams.
You use the word lesson there. You played this game a long time. You won championships. You were in the playoffs. Nobody wants to lose, but is there something to be said about having this loss now as opposed to a week from now, and just, I don't know, maybe getting that taste back in your mouth after feeling a little invincible for a while?
Yeah, 100%. I think it's a perfect opportunity or perfect timing for us, I guess. If we're going to have a stinker, why not do it in our last game of the year, right? Because, again, we got next week. So, again, reminder, what we got to do.
I mean, ultimately, you look down the stretch of that one. When Fieldsy goes into the box and basically gets stuck in the box, is it a demoralizing feeling when you're sitting there and you're seeing that key contributor to the offense, even in the sense of opening everyone up, just being stuck out until a media timeout?
Yeah, 100%. But, that's a part of the rules of the game, right? I don't that call should have been made a lot sooner, and not have it escalated to where it did at that particular point, right? But like, Fieldsy, again, the one good thing about it is Fieldsy was in the mix of that, right? And that's what we got to follow at some points, is F you, I'm going to battle too, right? And that's, if he's going to do that, we better follow suit.
It definitely felt like that second half was a bit more of a pissed off Knighthawks, I guess, for lack of a better term. The way Matt Gilray was coming through to defend Fieldsy at that one end, just feel like that was a massive moment in the corner. Would you agree?
Yeah, 100%. We had that urgency in the second half, and we've been talking about it for weeks now, is that we've done sweet F all, right? And second half, we came with that same mindset. We haven't done sweet F all.
Coach, getting back to that Connor Fields penalty, you were really upset and you were talking back and forth with officials. Did they explain to you the call? Because the look to us looked like when Fieldsy got thrown into their bench that he was just really trying to get out of there and not escalate things. Did they explain why he ended up with a penalty on that?
No.
More positive things. We talked this morning about transition. Gilray had 19 loose balls, 5 caused turnovers. He had a goal. This is probably one of the best games he's ever played. And the transition game, once again today, showed that it's really improved throughout the season.
Yeah, we again, that's one thing that we rest our game on, is getting up in transition. But I will say we weren't very good, because we were okay, right? There was opportunities that we had that we wasted. Like, we didn't give our offense an opportunity to get on the floor and then grind it out, right? Like, we kind of wasted a couple shots, and more so in that first half. Second half, we pushed and they were burying them. But it's that fine line of making sure that we're going to push when it's there. And that's something that, we're always going to continue to look back on and try to learn, because defensively, again, with us there, we are 9, and we have our guys spell a lot of energy. So sometimes we don't need to waste those steps and waste that shot. Like, I remember we were shorthanded. We took 3 shots shorthanded in the same power play, right? Like, stuff like that is just, we got to pull out, be a little bit smarter. So, but again, at the end of the day, I'm glad, because that's one thing that we strive for, is playing fast, playing quick, and we want to score within that 7.
What was the switch that flipped with your guys when the intensity picked up in the second half there? What caused that intensity and tempo change?
Just a quick reminder that the first half was not our first half, and to a man, they realized where we got to get to, so they turned it on.